My Chrome can't tag in properly because the Ghost app is not working for me. My block button is not working and my swipes are failing. NRS servers are at it again. Well, it's not entirely the fault of NRS servers, and I'm going to let you guys know why. So hello everyone, it's your boy Harambe, and I'm here with another Injustice 2 Mobile video, and today I'm going to be talking about the causes of frame drops in the game and how we can resolve it. So there are 4 main causes of frame drops in the game. The number 1 cause is not NRS servers, it's actually heat, overheating is a cause of frame drop in any mobile game. So how does this happen? When your processor has worked for a certain period of time, or you have a lot of background apps running on your phone can become very hot. And when your phone becomes very hot, your phone has to control that heat and reduce that heat. And the only way your phone can reduce the heat is by limiting the functioning of your CPU, your RAM, and other components of your device. And once your CPU and your RAM reduce their function, it means that your game cannot run at its best capacity, which will lead to lags and frame drops in the game. So this kind of frame drops will lead to buttons not working, tagging ins not working, and stuff like that. So that's the issue of heat. Then on that issue, you might ask yourself, you might say, oh, my phone doesn't get that hot, but I still have frame drops. It has to be NRS servers. Well, it could also be your processors. Now, there are 2 issues with processors. It's either you are using a processor that is just not powerful enough to run the game at a decent frame rate, or you are using a processor that is powerful enough, maybe even more powerful, but you are not able to use it properly because it has not been optimized by NRS for the game. I'll give you an example. If you are using any of the Snapdragon 800 series, I think you are in the clear, you are good. As long as your phone doesn't overheat, you're actually going to have a very good performance and enjoy the game. If you're using 700 plus, you are also, you're also good. You probably get Android profile B or C, but you can run the game quite smoothly with decent FPS. But anything from Snapdragon 600 and below, well, with 600, it's 50-50. Sometimes you have the same gameplay, and that's the category actually falling, by the way. Mid-tier device gang. Hashtag mid-tier device matters. Anyway, that's the area that you get to a 50-50 point of the optimization of the game, because anything from Snapdragon 600 is going to run the game quite okay, but you are still going to experience the regular or the occasional frame drops and stuff like that. And anything below that, well, get ready for a lot of frame drops. But so you might say, oh, I don't use Snapdragon, I use the latest Helio P something. Even the highest Helio processor is not going to really run this game at the best capacity. Although there might be an exception now, but to the best of my knowledge, from the devices I've seen, some of the highest Helio processors don't run Injustice very well, and some of them are actually more powerful than their Snapdragon counterparts, but they don't run it very well just for one simple reason: NRS didn't optimize Injustice for MediaTek processors. And the same thing applies to the newer iPhones. Some people that have the iPhone 12, I think 12 Pro Max and all that goodness, they can't really enjoy this game well. They have a lot of lag. But those that play on XS Max and iPhone 11, they are enjoying the game. They enjoy the game. Even iPhone 8, those playing on iPhone 8, they actually enjoy this game better than those playing on iPhone 12. So that issue, in that case, it's just a matter of optimization, and it's something that NRS should work on, so that the MediaTek processors, the iPhone 12 mobile phones can also run the game optimally. So another cause for frame drops is also your Wi-Fi or your data connection. So many people have a good device that doesn't overheat, and they have like some of the best processors that are fully optimized for the game. All is well and good, but the game still has frame drops. And you might say, okay, definitely this has got to be the NRS servers. No, it's the Wi-Fi or data connection. So even if you have a perfect device that is perfectly optimized for the game, and you have a bad data connection or Wi-Fi connection, you are still going to have frame drops. There's no way around it. So yeah, that's for that. And of course, the final one that everybody always says, NRS servers. So sometimes, even if you have perfect data connection, you have a perfectly optimized mobile phone, and your phone is not hot, in fact it's as cold as ice, you can still have frame drops because of the occasional issues with NRS servers, but those don't happen enough to cause a problem actually. So if NRS servers is your problem, then you're not going to have problems 90% of the time. Yeah. So those are the problems. What are the proposed solutions? Well, with respect to the NRS servers, there's nothing much we can do. Yeah, we just have to hope they work on their servers. But the truth is that it's not really that much of a problem because that doesn't occur often enough to be a major problem. So the next thing is the Wi-Fi and data connection. You may have to change your Wi-Fi service or your mobile data service. Maybe have a special data service that works fine for Injustice 2 mobile. Maybe do a little bit of subscription, or I don't know how you do it in your country, but have a bit of subscription there just for Injustice 2. Then you can use your Wi-Fi for other purposes as well. Then with respect to the processors, well, I'm sorry, there's nothing much you can do about that. You just have to get a better phone. Or if you're using something like an iPhone 12 or a very high-end Helio processor, then you might have to buy a lower phone that works very well, like a Snapdragon 800 or 700 series, or an iPhone X or an iPhone 11. So that's for the processors. And with respect to the heat, well, there are two ways you can go about it. You can either buy a mobile heat sink. You can get that on Amazon. Just go on Amazon, search for mobile phone coolers or mobile phone heat sink, and you see some cheap ones from $10 up to $50, depending. There are some that are shaped in the shape of a game control pad, while some are just like a mouse, but they all work effectively. So just check the one that suits your taste and make a purchase. They actually work fine. I've seen a lot of people do reviews on them on YouTube, and yeah, there are good things to say about them. So those will help with the cooling issue, the heating issue for your device. But if you don't want to spend money, you can do what many other people do as well. Either put your phone for a very short while. Please don't do it for a long time. If not, you are going to damage your device. Put your phone for a very short while. I think even 10 to 15 seconds is just enough inside a refrigerator or on a very cool surface. So that's what I actually use. Either I use a refrigerator or a cool surface. Once I play the game for a while and it starts heating up and start having frame drops, I have to cool it. So yeah, that's about it for the video. I hope you were able to get something useful from it. And just let me know, how do you cool your devices? Do you have heating issues? Do you have processor issues? Do you have Wi-Fi issues? Or is it NRS fault as always? So let me know in the comment section below. And if you're not subscribed, kindly support me by hitting the subscribe button. It will really mean a lot to me. 96%. That number hasn't changed. And it's so crazy. Like 96% of my viewers are not subscribed. So I really, really would appreciate it if you guys will subscribe and support my journey